So as most of you know, the iPhone 12 mini has been out for a couple of weeks now, and I can definitely tell you, I always found it interesting that Apple released the biggest phone, the 12 Pro Max, and the smaller iPhone, the 12 mini, at the same time. I always found that very interesting why they did that specific situation. It's very funny. But the one thing about the iPhone 12 mini, at the end of the day, as I've talked before in like 50 other videos about the 12 mini, all those comparisons, all those reviews, the 12 mini is a good phone. I really don't think there's anything that's super wrong with it that's specifically for the 12 mini, besides just the battery issue that I've been talking about for a while. But when you look at the iPhone 12 mini, I think the only thing that really is making it such a bad deal for so many people is the price tag. I think $729 for this type of phone is just not worth it in my opinion. I think it's an important phone though, because it does showcase that Apple and just the whole entire market still wants a smaller phone. A lot of people maybe just aren't ready to go to a bigger phone, or maybe they have gone to a bigger phone and they just don't like it. Bigger doesn't always mean better with a lot of these phones. And the fact that Apple is still supporting and creating these smaller phones and they keep getting smaller and smaller is something that's really awesome. And I love how we still have, two choices. We have a bigger size phone and a smaller phone, basically the 12 Pro and the 12 Pro Max, that pretty much have the same exact features. Maybe there's a little difference in the camera, but other than that, they pretty much have the same thing going on. And that is something that is really, really important. When you look at that and when you think back, the 12 mini is going to be one of the most impactful iPhones I think ever made, because this could just mean that Apple could recycle the mini moniker over and over and over again, so we could just get an iPhone 13 mini or an iPhone 12s mini or an iPhone 14 mini, just like how we have an iPhone 12 Pro and the 13 Pro and 14 Pro. We'll pretty much have the mini lineup, I would imagine, forever. As long as there's still sales going on with that device, I think Apple is going to keep it. So that just means that for the time being, as far as I can tell, we are going to continue to get smaller phones for as long as we can, pretty much. And I think that's something that's really important. And I think that's something that's being, kind of underrated in a way. A lot of people aren't really talking about that, which is totally okay. I think the iPhone 12 mini hype is probably gone now, but I think that was something when I look back at it, it's something that's super important for these type of phones. And the only problem with that, like I said before, the speed of this phone is fine. The RAM management isn't that great, but it's getting better. And, the camera department is great. The screen is great. The build quality is great. The only problem I had with this phone is the price tag at that time. I think the RAM management has gotten better. That was the only other issue. But I think the price tag is the biggest, differentiating factor from the previous generation and this generation. When you look back and you look at the phones like the iPhone XR and the iPhone 11, $749 for that phone, $699 for the other phone. But the iPhone 11 wasn't that much worse. The iPhone 11 had the same amount of RAM and the same chipset as the 11 Pro and the 11 Pro Max. And this time around, we're spending more money, so we're paying $729. So, that difference between them. But also, we're getting less RAM than the top tier model, which is also something that's very weird. And we're getting a smaller battery size too. So it's been a very weird, dynamic. I think people are paying for a smaller size, which used to be the opposite. We used to pay more for, a bigger size. Now we're paying more for a smaller size. So that's something that always, threw me off. But I think at the end of the day, the iPhone 12 mini is a very important phone. It just so happens that it's very overpriced right now. If Apple sold this for like $549 or $599 even, for $599, that would have been great. $699 would have also been okay, because subliminally that would have been the same price as the iPhone 11. Unfortunately, it was $729, so it is what it is, but that's pretty much all I have to say. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my other channels. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.